If you died tomorrow, would your children be grieving you or cleaning up chaos? A lot of families avoid these conversations because they feel uncomfortable. But when nothing is discussed, kids are left dealing with stress, confusion, conflict, paperwork, bills, and unanswered questions while trying to grieve. So today, what we're going to talk about is questions every child should ask their parents and things parents should handle now so their kids don't have to later. What up, T? How you doing, baby girl?
Hola, I'm good. How are you?
I am doing great. I'm happy that we're doing this today. Let's just jump right into it though. Like, what kind of the reason why we're doing this obviously is because my parents, both my parents are deceased, and there's a lot of things going on right now between my siblings and myself, trying to make sure that everything is according to what Dad wanted. So we're gonna talk about that today. Go ahead, Taylor. What's
Well,
going
I
on?
do have one quick question. It was kind of behind like your reasoning behind you kind of moving the way that you are and like your will and stuff, like getting it all together. Would you have done that if your parents did not pass away? Was that ever like a thought in your mind beforehand, or was it kind of like, oh shit, no, I have to do this?
No, that was a thought that was in my mind, and that's because I have friends that have gone through this, and it has been a disaster. But a lot of times, most of the time, with my friends, what I've seen, it's like people fighting over money. We're not there right now, but we are definitely not, cohesive as we would like to be. But to answer your question, yes, I would have thought about that even if my parents didn't pass away.
Yeah. Thank you. So, do you have a will or an estate plan? And is it in a secure location that we know about? Who knows about it? And we shouldn't get too, federal because somebody listens to this, they're like, oh, his will is here and his will is here.
Shit, you talking about somebody? That's you. I'm worried about you knowing where it is. I'm afraid what you might do to me if you find out.
Oh,
Nah. To answer your question though, yes, absolutely. We have a will. You know where it is. It is at the condo. You already know that already. We already have a will. We already have a lawyer looked over it. You already know that everybody's getting divided. You already know what I want, what I do want. Like as far as the will is concerned, like what I want and what I do want, because it's very clear in my will what I want and what I don't want.
do you think there's a certain age where you should start talking about stuff like this?
Hell yeah, I think that we should start talking about this early. I don't remember when mommy and I talked about to it with you guys, but I believe that every parent should start talking to their kids. I would say, I don't know, teens, because you should have godparents put in place or something like that if something happened to you, so they'll be able to explain it. But I would say your teenage years, though, kids should like know like what's going on or where my parents' stuff is at or whatnot. I think 17, 18 years old. I think that that's a good age for them to start knowing. What do you
Yeah,
think?
I agree. I think so too. Even like starting the conversation of, like we're not going to be here forever. I mean, because honestly, death and bereavement is a really touchy subject, and a lot of people don't like to talk about it because it is like I wouldn't say taboo, but I don't think it should be because it's real. Like it is reality. And things
I
do happen.
mean, you the one talking. Taylor be boohooing. I'll tell Taylor like Taylor. I think I'm not gonna be around forever. Taylor be, oh, God, no, not
We're not
you,
talking
baby,
about
not
me
you.
right now.
Oh my bad, my bad.
And emotions surrounding your parents' potential passing later on down the road is okay. All right? It's okay for me to be sad. But no, I do think that it's important to start talking to your kids. I mean, early, like life and death is reality. And
It's a
I
part
think,
of life.
yeah, exactly. What are your final wishes? And do you want to be like buried or cremated? Do you want to be made into a tree?
I definitely want to be cremated, and I want to be on every one of my kids' mantles with my ashes. I want lockets made with my ashes in them. Those are my wishes, and that's what I want to happen. Damn it, I want to be with you everywhere I go. Everywhere you go is everywhere I go. So yes,
Okay. I wanted to spread you the Atlantic Ocean.
that is not what I want. Those are not my wishes. Nah, I mean, all jokes aside, I really don't have a whole bunch. I mean, I really don't. Like, I definitely want to be cremated. Do I have any final wishes? I don't want you guys fighting over money or anything like that. One of the things that, a lot of times I think that people get things misconstrued because people always talk about breaking generational curses and things of that nature. I'm sorry, people always talk about generational wealth and things of that nature, but people don't talk about generational curses and like how you break those. And that was one of the things that I wanted to try to do with my kids was just break my generational curses. And I feel like I have done that. So with that being said, no, I really don't have any last wishes. If anything, my wishes would just be like, man, I want y'all to get along. But I think that we're in a really good place right now. We're in a good place right now. So No, I don't have any last wishes like that.
Period.
What would you think that my last wishes would be?
Well, honestly, I don't know. I think I'm just thinking about the funeral now and how it's about to be damn near like Michael Jackson's funeral. Like, I can just already imagine the funeral plans that you have. You're just so big and
I told somebody that I wanted to do my own eulogy. They were like, "It does not surprise me."
yeah, I'm gonna be like, and we have a few words from actually Sharif himself.
I don't want y'all to mess this up, so I got it. Don't y'all worry about nothing,
Yeah.
okay? These are my words. I got it. Don't worry about nothing. I got this.
And that's the only one of the reasons why I do feel okay about this is because I know that y'all have planned this out. So I know it's not going to be anything like, well, it may catch me off guard, but nothing like unorganized or a hot mess. Like, I know it'll be looking okay. Are we wearing a certain color?
Girl, I don't care. I'm dead.
Oh,
Just make sure y'all show up. Make sure y'all come say y'all
okay.
respects to the man. That's it.
Oh, you know what I do have to ask you? If we know that you had like beef with somebody and they show up at your funeral, can we kick them out?
I do not want no ghetto ass funeral. Oh, my daddy didn't want you here. Now get out. Hell to the nah. I'll be rolling over in my grave. Now I'll be haunting you for the rest of your life if you do some crazy stuff like that. No.
Okay.
I,
What is make a
I do
passive
not.
aggressive speech?
You said what now?
What is make a passive aggressive speech?
No, we're not doing any of that on your father's burial day. Nah. Whoever's there is there. I don't have no beef with nobody. So, I mean, that's y'all. Y'all got beef. I don't have beef with anybody. If you got beef with somebody, you got beef with yourself. Because I don't have a problem with anybody. So, if you want to come pay your respects, please do. But I always say this, I can't do nothing with them flowers that y'all giving me when I'm dead. Y'all got to give people their flowers while they can still smell them. So
True.
I strongly encourage that. Like, make sure that you are telling people how you feel, because when you're at the funeral, screaming and crying and jumping on the casket, Taylor, like, I'm not gonna be able to do nothing with that. I want you to be like, you know what? Now, Father, I love you. I care about you, Dad. You're the best daddy ever that I ever had in my life. That's what I want.
I mean, I think I do say that to you. You get your flowers on the daily,
Whatever. You're
weekly.
horrible. Tied to, can I have some money?
Okay, anyways, what do you want us to remember and carry forward?
What would I like for you to remember, King Tech, man? Honestly,
You were
my
loved.
dad was a stand-up dude. Like,
Oh.
my dad was a real stand-up dude. Like, he was just a good person. Don't nobody, I mean, people may remember the work that I do only because I help people. You know what I mean? Like, I am a life coach. So people may remember that. Like, damn, he helped me in this or he helped me in that. But at the end of the day, though, man, like, nobody cares about how much money you made. Nobody cares about certain things. So, yo, I just want to remember with, like, Sharif had a lot of love. He was there for people. He took care of himself. He came from a situation that wasn't his, but he made the best out of it. So there's a lot of things that I want you to remember me about. Like, as of now, that's my main, like, focus. It's like, man, how do I want to be remembered? Like, I don't feel like I'm dying no time soon, God, you know, but I do wonder, like, damn, how do I want to be remembered?
Um, how do you want your kids to remember you?
I literally
I feel
just
like
said
that's
how I
separate
want
from
to be.
public.
For my kids, I want my kids to remember me like, man, he was a good dad. Like, that is like the biggest accomplishment to me. Like, and my father taught me so much, and my father was just a good, solid dude. Like, and that he learned from his mistakes. He taught us. Are you young? Is this heifer yawning? Are you yawning while I'm telling you how I feel? Wow. What I really want to say is you are a disrespectful, gutted snipe, bad behaving child. That's what I want to say. Good God.
God forbid our girl is tired.
Ever.
Anyways, continue.
All right. So what I want to say though from people is, man, death is a part of life. You gotta, we gotta get past that. It really is. And so the question that you should be asking yourself if you are a parent is, have I organized my affairs? If you don't have a pen and piece of paper, I hope that you grab one, because these are some really important questions that you should be asking. Have I organized my affairs? Have I made things clear? Like, we have 15 siblings in my family right now. My father and mother decided that they want to split 15 things between 15 people. And some of my brothers and sisters are special needs. So I don't know how the hell that's going to happen. But hey, you know, that was their wish. So that's what we're going to do. Have I told my children what matters most? Like, have you done that? Like, what do you not mind if, you know, the person that you slept with 20 years ago is at your funeral? Do you not want them there? Like, what do you want? Talk to your kids about that. And am I leaving peace or am I leaving problems? That right there is the biggest question that you could ask to yourself is, am I leaving peace or am I leaving problems? So, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you all for tuning in. That was a short episode, but it was a very meaningful episode. I hope that you got something out of this. We appreciate you for tuning in to the You Are Dope podcast. I'm your host, Sharif Colbert, with my daughter, Taylor Colbert. Pop's prompt for the weekend is have that difficult conversation with your kids, because it is a meaningful conversation that needs to happen. I love you. Peace out. And remember, you are, yeah.